Welcome back to Realm of Rolls. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you're following or subscribed wherever you listen so you never miss an episode. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can find us on Patreon, where you can access behind the scenes content. You can also join our Discord to chat with us, talk theories and keep up with campaign news. Links to both are in the episode bio. With that said, previously on Dragon's Demise. After resting, the party searches the icy cavern and pushes south into a carved corridor. A storage room with empty hooks and discoloured shadows on the walls suggests past contents like chains and claws. They press deeper and uncover an illusory wall hiding spikes at the foot of a serrated metal staircase designed as a deadly slide trap. Careful magic and cautious testing seems to render it safe, until, as Frollo nears the top, the staircase suddenly shifts, sending both Frollo and Fillipa scrabbling to avoid a painful trip down. This is episode 6, Slip and Slice.
Can I have a reflex saving throw from both Fillipa and
Do I get any
Frollo?
advantage because I've got fly on?
I'm just going to give you straight advantage. I was going to give you a low DC, but I'm going to give you straight advantage on it.
Can I state at this point? So Fillipa immediately feeling the stairs go. I'll make the reflex save, but she would immediately bring out the draconic flight.
So your wings suddenly sprouting through, ripping through your the back of your robe and trying to arrest your flight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get checks from both of
With
you.
my modifier
Save.
of +1, I rolled a 19, so I got 20 total.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Wow.
Nice.
That's all I'm doing this session, though. That's it now. It's all ones from here on
That's
out.
very impressive. Yeah.
That was a 12 plus 4 for 16 on a reflex save. Or dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is just enough.
Hey.
However, in your case, I say it's just enough. It's still going to take a moment to catch yourself. Okay. Can you roll 2d4, please?
2d4. Sweet. That is a 4 classic and a 2. 6 points of damage, I'm assuming.
So your feet go out from under you, and you immediately start sliding back on your knees.
Oh!
And you catch yourself just the edge of these sort of scalloped, grating edges before you're able to arrest your fall with your wings. And luckily there is a 10-foot space here, so there's kind of enough space to do that. And you are just able to keep yourself in the air. And I would suggest at that point, the only sort of option you would have apart from trying to pin yourself between the walls, and it's 10 feet, so it's not easy to do, you're not big, is to glide gracefully back down and try to control your descent.
Yeah, should do that.
Okay. So if I can have an acrobatics check from her,
Yep.
please.
That's
And
good.
Frollo, you had your spell active. All you need to do is to quickly.
I pretty much just jump,
use it to
and
jump yourself
that's
in the
it.
air.
The spell then keeps me floating. But Rick, I'm just thinking about the design of this trap, right? It's bloody ingenious in all fairness, but at the same time, like, it is horrific. So, just sort of one question: who hurt you? Like, I'm sorry if it was me.
I had some time and some. It's been a very long time since I've used traps in a campaign like of this level, and it's nice to be able to break out some of the naughtier ones. So, feel free to enjoy and to partake.
I'm not gonna lie,
in the
I am
traps
totally
that
making
are being
notes as well because that's
presented.
horrific.
Would Quinn, while this is happening, is watching this unfolding, would he have a chance to cast anything at this point?
What are you looking to
Just
cast?
guidance. I think he would cast guidance on Fillipa for whatever it is she's got to make, her acrobatics check or whatever it is that she's got to make, or reflex, or...
Well, I think that's a reasonable thing to ask, but there is one problem. The range is touch.
Yeah.
So no.
By the time you've kind of done it, touched it, it might be slightly too late.
Okay, that's fine.
So, what was your roll for the check for the
It
acrobatics
was an
check.
18 on the acrobatics, but I do have a fly speed, obviously. So
Yeah, absolutely. No, to be fair, the 18 is with that absolutely fine. You are able to control your descent,
Sweet.
so that you can just glide down. I would say gracefully, but this is too close really to be graceful. But with a certain amount of lack of blood. Actually, that's the main thing. You managed to alight next to Tanuk with your wings, obviously outstretched most of the way, just gliding down.
Yeah.
Tanuk, obviously this is kind of interesting, but luckily your catching skills are not required here.
Yeah.
Above you, quite a long way above you, you can see a dwarf hovering in the air, small roundish shape.
Conveniently
somewhat
wearing
above you.
underwear.
What is Frollo doing?
Have the stairs reset. Frollo's going to finish. Right, he's going to climb to that point because the spell's going to end any second, so he needs to land somewhere, and he's not going through the cheese grater of doom.
Well, I can purify food and drink if that's what you turn into. I mean,
Nothing left.
If it helps, there's a couple of pieces of shin slowly sliding down the rest of the stairs.
I'm going to shout out, pull the brass lever. Here, pull the brass lever.
Yes, my friend. I'll reach out and pull the lever up.
Okay, so the sound echoes down the stairs. You're able to make it out what he's saying. Move across and push the lever up. It doesn't do anything. You hear a ka-chunk, but the stairs do not reset.
Pull it back down again.
Ka-chunk. The stairs do not reset.
You turned it back.
Doesn't do anything.
You turned it off and turned it back on again.
Where am I?
Yeah, at the top of the stairs, there is a 10-foot square flat area, big enough for a small number of people to stand, and a single door set into the wall
God.
at the centre of that sort of flat space to the right-hand side. Its door is
I'm going
closed,
to
it's
kind
made
of
of wood.
feel around the wall at the top for one of those sort of false, those false cubby holes that I saw before.
Sure. Make me an investigation check, please.
Oh,
Just straight. No
I'm going to start
advantage
using this
or
dice more often. 18 plus 2 for a 20. Oh wait, investigation.
Nice.
Investigation,
I'm gonna take the
18
dice
plus 5
away from
for
yeah.
23. So my persuasion is crap, but my investigation is not. Ish.
So, the top level here is made of stone rather than metal, the platform you're standing on, okay? You sort of reach around, tap everywhere you can think of, nothing. It's solid wall, as best you can tell. The only thing you note is what looks to be a slight amount of erosion on the top step, a bit unlike anything you've seen anywhere else. Like something's worn away at the edges of the top step ever so slightly.
I'm just going to press it.
Nope, solid stone. In fact, if anything, it's a little bit softer and you get little bits of stone coming away in your fingers. Just tiny bits of dust.
Somebody say dust.
Right.
Dun,
Oh, dear.
dun, dun.
Just a tiny bit, but it's
Right.
breaking away under your fingers.
Because I'm off the clock, I'm not going to work out the math on this. But it's 50 foot across and 150 foot down to the people, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, ish 225. Ish.
Yeah, it's going to be about
It's gonna be slightly more than that,
225
but we'll go with
feet
that.
in terms of Pythagoras' bullshit.
Yeah. It's going to be more than that, but it's okay.
Oh, piss now.
So, you're at the top of the cheese grater.
I didn't
And
want to use
everyone
it. I
else is
didn't
at
want
the
to use
bottom.
this level spell yet.
Does this slope as it currently stands, does it look climbable in any way? Is there any way of getting like decent
Yes.
kind of...
It's going to be a bit of a climb. It's slightly more than 45 degrees. Okay. And There are plenty of handholds, but you will be familiar with the fact those handholds are sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp. Yeah.
And if you were to investigate that, you would find that in fact been sharpened.
Ooh,
Here,
nasty.
hang on a minute. Tanuk, Fillipa, move down the corridor a little bit. I need you out the way.
I'll move.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Unlike Quinn, who we have to tell
You hear
multiple
her-
times. Yeah,
you
okay.
hear a swoop at the top of the stairs, and then a little blue portal appears down there. Hang on, let's see if I can do this. I have cast
Okay,
Arcane
what have you
Gate.
cast?
As a little circle appears,
Okay. And this-
and then I'll kind of reverse them because you create your entry at the top with me and the exit at the bottom. But what I'll do is I'll reverse it so they can enter at the bottom and come out the top. It's a range of 500 feet, so I can definitely get
Yeah.
it, and I can
Nice.
now see both places where to put it. It's a ridiculously high level spell for this, but I have cast it.
but
Yeah.
it does have a cheese grater.
So yeah, I'll just say,
Absolutely.
here, step
Yeah.
in there, you'll come
Yeah.
out up here. Any time of day. I'm okay.
Very well, my friend.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Quinn
So
will
what-
follow
yeah.
suit, definitely. He's not being left
Okay.
behind.
So you're going to step to this gate, and this gate is sort of like, I'm going to suggest this like red rimmed and this sort of mist pouring out of it on both ends, and looks kind of ominous. And if someone told you this was a portal to a demon's dimension, you'd probably go, yeah.
No, it's orange
but
and
no.
blue.
But you're being encouraged to do that by your
orange and blue.
ally. Orange and blue. Okay.
No, none at all.
There's
none
no
at all.
reference
I've
there
got
at all,
cake up here
obviously.
though in my backpack if anyone wants some.
No.
No.
Please don't sue us, Valve.
So all
I don't believe you about this cake.
I wouldn't either. So you're all going to step through the portal, yeah? Through this arcane gate. You're going to trust
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Okay. Turns out Frollo is quite trustworthy, and you find yourself spilling out onto this flat 10-foot by 10-foot stone step with a wooden door on one side. And as you look down, you can see the gate that you yourself just came through. And you probably, guess as Quinn's going through last, those who come through first will probably see Quinn just trying to work out how to fit in sideways and step through.
Yeah, he just squeezes through there and you
So
hear a
it says-
little pop. Well, if they had been at the bottom, they'd have heard a little pop
The
as he
spell
goes through.
doesn't specify the size of the ring.
It's more like a fluke,
The spell-
really.
it just says large
Yes, it
unoccupied
doesn't, yeah.
space, so I took that as a 10-foot square. Am I right in my logic on that, Rikh? Because essentially then
Yeah,
a party
that's
can
fine.
stand in that 10-foot
Yeah,
square
absolutely.
and
I'm quite
drop
happy
in.
with 10-foot space.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems okay.
How long does it last? That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 minutes, but with concentration.
Yeah.
So that might be a thing.
Sorry, we'll just cheese grate our way down. I'm gonna let the magic go at that point. We're just gonna have to cheese grate our way back, all right, guys?
Okay.
Here, Tanuk.
Yeah.
Do you wanna sort the door out?
Okay.
See, this seems to be my job now.
Frollo will meld into the wall for a moment while so the tokens don't get confused. There we go.
That's fine. So
I'll give the door a good once over.
So standing next to the door, we have Tanuk and Brother Quinn. The wall furthest away, we have Frollo and Fillipa. And there is no reason for me spelling this out at all, other than just to, make sure I'm certain where you are. Tanuk is having a look at the door. Can I have an investigation check, please?
Got a 7 + 9 for a mediocre 16.
Okay. Okay. So 16. You don't find anything with that, no.
Seems clear. Check handle.
Yeah, again, you've got one of those iron rings on the door. It is easy enough to turn it and pull the door. And revealed on the other side of the door is a room that is no smaller than 20 feet on a side, but with a couple of things that stand out upon it. So, the room itself, you're coming into essentially one corner of it. You can see immediately on the other side a door set into the corner directly ahead of you on the right hand side. Okay? The floor, however, is set up like a chessboard. You can see that some of the squares are black and others are almost an ivory colour. Notably, set into the corner that is furthest away from you is the image. Is a ivory statue, or ivory coloured statue, of a chess piece, a knight specifically. The door opposite you is exactly the same as the one you've just come through, or you just opened. It's a wooden door with a metal ring set in front of it.
I was going to say, go here. Either that knight's going to attack us, or this wall's going to push us back down the cheese grater. I don't like the sound of this. Have we actually now christened that little corridor the cheese grater of doom?
I think the cheese grater of doom will do perfectly well as a phrase.
As soon as he mentions about the possibility of that wall doing anything, I just step inside.
I got him going.
So you step into where was that? Where are you stepping? Sorry. Oh, to there.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's interesting. I admire your bravery. So just to confirm, Tanuk is stepping into that space right there. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Okay. Cool.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm not the brightest bulb in the world. So.
Yeah, there is that. So
Lower than average intelligence here.
this is going to be very interesting.
God.
Jesus.
Me, really. I mean, I'm going to find it interesting. You're going to find it
More
horrifying.
horrifying than the cheese grater of doom. I'm
so
sorry,
can I
Rikh,
please-
okay? If you want us to pay for your therapy, just fucking ask.
I think it might be you that needs the therapy after this. So, as Tanuk sits there, there is, perhaps unsurprisingly, a click.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And immediately does so, the statue of the knight starts spewing forth an absolute torrent of water in your direction. Can all four of you please make me a strength saving throw?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Would I have a chance to cast guidance on myself?
Not really here, no.
Bugger. It was worth a try.
I think this might be a time to use one of my luck
brain, oh my
points.
God.
Okay. Did you roll badly?
Sorry,
saving throw.
strength check.
Strength saving throw, yeah.
Nice.
Strength saving throw, rather.
Oh,
Strength
God,
check.
I've got...
It's fine. That sounds good. Okay, let's start with Tanuk, because he's first in line.
Well, that's a nat 20 for a total of 29.
Nice.
So you grab hold of the door itself and you dig your feet in as this torrent of water smashes
Hangs
into.
onto the ring. Jesus.
Okay, so can you roll me 1d4 and take that much damage, please?
I'm so mad.
Okay, next. Brother Quinn.
Fuck. Really?
Now,
4.
what did you roll?
Well, my deity granted me a 10 plus 2 for a 12. Which I suspect is not going to be enough.
I will tell you that you might be in trouble with that one.
You do have an inspiration
It's
point.
like,
You do have an inspiration point, bear in mind. Inspiration points work like
Yeah, you know what?
like the coins in Pathfinder.
I absolutely will let you
Yeah,
spend that to
yeah.
re-roll
I
that.
think yes. I
absolutely.
volunteer to please use the inspiration that my god gave me.
So the divine inspirations granted you allows you to re-roll and get a.
Well, that's a 15 plus a 2 for a 17, so that's a bit better.
That is just enough to hang on to the edge of the door. And you can roll 1d4 and take 1 to 4 points of damage.
I think I can live with that. So D4 coming up. That's 4 points of damage, but I'll take it. Like a champ.
Just absolutely smashes into you. You've got Tanuk hanging onto the door frame one side. You're hanging desperately onto the door on the other. Frollo and Fillipa. Now, you both do have fly available, but you is on the ground.
Yes.
So if I can have checks from you, please.
I rolled a 16 for a total of 17.
Again, that is just enough. There's very little to hang on here, so I imagine Frollo throws himself at Brother Quinn and hangs on desperately, just to try and get some purchase before then managing to activate his flying and staying in the air. Take 1d4 points of bludgeoning damage, please, sir. Fillipa.
Well, at least Fillipa can't get washed back through the portal because it goes the wrong way.
Well, you say that, but
no.
I have something funnier in mind.
No.
Oh! Oh! I just realised.
No, that.
We've now got a circle of water going around.
Yes.
Oh, bugger, we do at the moment, don't we? Oh, bugger.
How can it go around? Question: how can it go around though? Because the top end of the portal is
Rick,
the
I'm
exit,
not
not
flying.
the entrance.
Rick,
Because it's going to blast back
No.
out.
As soon as it gets to the bottom,
And
it goes
comes
through the
back.
portal and it comes out the top
God.
again.
because Arcane Gate's concentration as well. I'm not flying.
Oh, of course. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I take it you have to hang desperately on. You're
Has
right.
anybody got a boat?
Also-
has anyone got a boat?
That was a
Well, before we go any further, what'd you
natural
get?
20 plus 6 for 26.
Oh!
Two nat
Nice.
20s.
Dragonborn solidarity.
However, rolled enough to ignore the concentration failure. So Arcane Gate is still up at the moment, and we have created a never-ending waterfall with a torrent of water that can definitely kill us.
Okay. So at the moment you're Tanuk, obviously, a sword in one hand, back against the frame, desperately trying to hold everything back. You've got
I'm literally starfishing like either side of the door.
You've got Brother Quinn hanging on with one hand, his fingernails digging into the door frame itself. Hanging off of Brother Quinn, you've got Frollo, who is being battered by the water as he's hanging on desperately to Brother Quinn's leg. And Fillipa, of course,
Stood like a rock.
managing apparently to jump backwards. No, jump backwards and just take flight.
Yes.
And you're watching this torrent of water shoot down beneath you. There is also one thing left to do. Can I have
I've already done it.
a
I got an
concentration check
18
for Frollo, please?
total, which is enough to ignore the concentration.
Okay, so the spell is active, and you can see the torrent of water disappear down the stairs. You have a moment in which to act. In the order of Tanuk, Brother Quinn, Frollo, and Fillipa. Tell me what you're going to do.
God, I could cast Stone Shape again and seal the portal.
Don't need to.
Let's get Tanuk first. Yeah.
Oh, you can dispel it.
I've got control of the pool.
Cool.
So the torrent of water from the room has ceased now, yeah?
No, it's continuing.
Actually, I was continuing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and take my sort of pressure off of, if I could kind of sidestep
Yes.
from the thing that I'm standing on so that I'm no longer on the pressure plate.
Okay, so where are you going? When you say you're sidestepping, which square are you going to? You're going to your left, you're going straight ahead, or are you going to the square on your right?
So when the door opened, which way did it open?
So it opened around to the right.
Right.
But it
So I'm
went
going to try
it went
and
flat
basically
against the door
step
then.
around the other side of the door.
Okay. So you're
On
going
that side, so I've got I've kind of almost got a barrier between me and the direction of flow.
yeah. So that's not a problem at all. Well, I say it's not a problem. You can make me a. In fact, you roll a 20, right? Let's just say you check that. That's not a problem at all.
Rick, did you
Okay.
Rick, did you say that the door opened in or out to the right?
It opened out. Sorry, into the room to the right.
Into the room to the right.
In the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Brother Quinn, again, you've got this torrent of water coming in. You've seen Tanuk just move to the right, and this water is still pouring in at you at the moment. What are you doing? In fact, while you're thinking for a moment, I am just going to break in ever so slightly, okay? Because, yeah, it would be you. You feel something trying to peel away, some invisible force peeling away at your fingertips that are digging into the door. Can you roll me another strength saving throw, please?
Oh,
Who are you talking to? Me?
This is Brother Quinn.
Jesus.
Another strength. Oh my God! Right. Okay. Well, he's got quite a lot of weight to him, hasn't he? Okay. Shit. Oh.
Oh God.
Okay. That would be a 9 plus 2 for an 11.
Oh my God. Oh dear.
So it literally feels like something has hit the end of your fingertips and peels them away from the edge. Tanuk, this is not something you felt. This is purely Quinn. Unfortunately, Frollo is hanging on. So, although I was asking what you're doing, I think the more relevant thing here is to ask you how you're going to immediately react to letting go. What are you going to try and do? Your fingers are being forced off. You've got a moment to react.
Oh Jesus.
And I do mean a moment. We do.
Shit.
Frollo is attached to you, remember?
How wide is this room? 20 feet?
10 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Crap.
sorry, the room we're in is 10 feet. The room
he's-
inside there is 20 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my
One moment.
So the top platform of the stairs is 10 foot square. The room itself 20 foot square.
I think he would reach out, searching in his head for help because he feels desperate. He, as a bonus action, he can cast Misty Step once a day as I think it's a free action. Yes, he can cast it as yes.
Be a bonus action.
He can cast it as he can cast it as a rich. No, yeah. So I think it's a free action. He can cast once a day, as a free action. Yeah. So he's going to do that, and he's going to do the only thing he can think of doing, and Misty Step over to the other side of the room where the opposite exit is, where the other door is. I think he would just head for somewhere that would seem like safety.
So you can do this.
Right.
I will tell you now, this is a bonus action. You have time to do this.
Right.
However, this doesn't involve
I've still got to
teleporting
make a
anyone else.
decision on what to do.
No.
Basically, you will
No.
disappear.
I think he's just.
You'll have a split second the same way. You'll only have a split second. You won't have a full action. You'll have a bonus action.
This is
instead.
just self-salvation.
Yeah. Okay. So, Brother Quinn disappears in a burst of mist,
Holy shit.
and he will reappear on the other side of the room next to the other door, where there is a click, but there's a lot less water.
Did you say there's a
okay.
click?
And he is able to stand
Yeah.
there. There is a click. So, I think Tanuk will be the best position to hear the click, apart from Brother Quinn. So let's move on to the next most important person here, Frollo.
Oh my God.
You are holding on to the leg of Brother Quinn, desperately fighting
shit,
against
I'd forgotten about
the
that.
force of the water, and then the thing you're holding on to becomes mist. You have a moment to react. What do you do?
If it works for him, it works for I. If it works for E, it works for I. I'm going to cast Misty Step. With Misty Step's a bonus action. I'm basically going to
Oh my
Oh, we
God.
can
put
be
myself
together.
next to Quinn in the room. We are making this trap so
Okay.
much more worse because we are just landing on random squares at this point.
So you won't be, I think, too surprised when I say that there's a click as the mist reforms into this space. Fillipa, you are actually airborne above the rush of water. You've seen both your companions disappear in a burst of mist into the room.
Christ.
But you yourself are being faced by this torrent of water coming out of the room. You are airborne, it's not immediately a threat, but you looking down can see the water about to hit the portal that you previously stepped through. And when it does, that torrent of water will be coming through at a 10-foot height next to you.
Shit.
This is a 10-foot high space.
Excellent.
What, coming back through the portal? Would the corridor, that whole load of corridor have filled up
No,
by
because
that
the portal's on the floor.
Because it would have to
No,
fill the
the portal's
corridor,
on the
wouldn't
floor.
it?
It's travelling down at 150 feet.
Yeah.
The portal's on the floor. As it goes through the portal, it will then basically reappear at the top of the stairs, doubling
Shit,
the volume.
sorry,
of
I
water.
thought it was vertical below the bottom step. Oh, crap.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
I had to
Holy
use my
shit.
bonus action to Misty Step away because
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
couldn't hold on. Someone couldn't hold on
Okay.
because I could have bonus action to reverse the arcane
Oh,
gate
God.
to make the water go through. Because us going through is a choice. The water doesn't have a choice. I could have reversed the arcane gate, but I'm actually just going to let it go. But I can't do anything about that torrent of water that's coming back up now.
I'm fuck. Fillipa is going to fly into the room. And can I maintain flight? I'm assuming the doorway's like a
Okay, so there's enough water coming through here that flying into it isn't going to be an
Right.
option. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
okay.
You know you've only got moments before the amount of water
Shit.
going down the stairs doubles in volume. At the moment, it's about a quarter to a third full.
Fucking hell. Hang on a second. I need to.
I love how, in fact, you took a tracker point.
We
and
have
you somehow
turned
made
this
it
into an
worse.
infinite cheese grater. That is the worst bit of this. At this point, Rick, you need to be saying to us who hurt us.
I mean, no, I love the fact you somehow made a devious trap that I'd planned on and made as bad as I could, and somehow found the one thing I didn't.
Fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Can I just ask somebody to tell me how to get this back onto a camera array? I can see two people, myself and Rikh. How do I get it onto...
Tack on the image. Tap on the image.
Oh, thank you. That's good. Continue,
That's okay.
sorry.
Buying Yaz a couple more seconds to pretend that she's a fish and carry on gaping. So-
Okay, I am going to. Can I get my hands like under the edge of the door and literally just pull myself into the room?
You could try and do that. It's not going to be
Shit.
easy because this turret is very, very strong. This is not, just a flow of water. It's not a hose pipe. This is closer to a fire brigade hose.
Fun times.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, as I
I
said
know.
it would be. You're still sitting there with a smile on your face, so you're doing something right.
So just.
You're enjoying
I am
this.
enjoying this. So just so that I know exactly what's happening, it's the water is going to come out of the portal effectively the same way that we did, but at 10-foot height and then wash back down. Is essentially what you're saying. What the fuck?
For a local
the
farming
fuck?
community, this is an amazing way to set up a water wheel. Unfortunately, when faced with the cheese grater of doom, this is not a good option, and we are definitely in shit.
Fucking hell.
This is brilliant. You couldn't write this.
I didn't.
I genuinely don't know what to
The
do.
part that's upset me the most is Rikh has written this devious trap and made it even more devious by having a second part of the trap not appear until we opened a fucking door, thinking, oh, we've overcome that trap and we're just going to move on to the next bit. And then we have made it worse for him to the point where he's gone, oh, I shouldn't, maybe this might upset my players a bit at this point, but then, well, it's their own fucking fault.
No fucks were given.
Oh, Christ.
Holy shit. I'm going to have to try and get in the room.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to have to try and get in the fucking room.
I mean, let me just suggest that if you don't, it's going to hurt a
Well, I was
bit.
thinking I could step back through the portal and disappear back to the end, and that would get me out of danger. But then I'm stuck at the bottom of the cheese
No.
grater.
It doesn't. The portal
We
is
can't
one
Because
way.
the portal's
It's
only
one
one
way.
way.
Fucking
Because what I
hell.
intended to do was to reverse the portal so the water wouldn't push us down the cheese grater. Unfortunately, I had to save my fucking life.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. And how wide is the portal? Is it like fully spanning the
10 foot wide.
corridor?
It's a 10 foot wide. It's a 10 foot circular portal.
Oh, this is brilliant. I love this.
I'm going to have to try and get in the room. I'm going to have to try and get through the doorway and go to, I'm going to say, go to the left. I've got no other choice.
Okay, so you're going to try and force your way through the water. Can you make me, please, a strength saving throw? At disadvantage because you're flying and you have nothing to push off of.
I've got the wall, haven't I?
Go on.
Should me. I don't think I can get low. No, 10. Yeah.
Okay. So what you guys will see, I mean, you guys will just be probably you'll be either forcing yourself through the water, or magically reappearing the other side of the water where it's less intense. And you briefly turn around to see Fillipa in mid-air, briefly put her hands up as a I don't know, and then charge into the water, which doesn't work. Instead, she she goes face first into the water, which immediately snaps her head back, and she tumbles backwards into the water, smacks into the back wall, just as the water hits the bottom, enters and floods down.
Oh my god.
What have I done? What have I created?
Who the hell set that off?
God's earth have I created?
If I was a wizard, I'd be casting fireball into that fucking room right now.
It's all right. It's full of water. It's fine.
Or just wall of force around the room so we're forced to drown.
Brilliant. So funny.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't see this happening.
You reckon? You think? Oh my god. Why on earth not? Oh Christ.
That's brilliant.
It's funny because you are gonna hit the bottom of the cheese grater, go straight through the pool, and come back up the top again.
I think the way I would phrase this for Yaz is that I would describe you as fucked.
Excellent.
Probably not completely fucked. There's a chance there is a chance you survive, because actually with the water going down, you're not actually going to get cheese grated.
Excellent.
So Yaz.
Hi.
Hi.
It's my turn on the slip and slice.
Yeah. Take it.
I like
Slip
that.
and slice it
I
is.
like
Okay, that one will stick.
Slip and slice. Oh, I'm going to write that down. Slip and slice. I like that.
I've been gently ruminating that one for the last 5 minutes, so
I like that.
But by which you mean you've been typing into ChatGPT and seeing what you can come up with?
Slip and slice.
no. No, that one came from the depths of my brain somewhere.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Slip and slice. Fuck my dice. I think is probably quite apt.
Fuck my dice, that's 55.
Right. Now, yes, I haven't asked you before we started the game, really. I probably should have done. How many D4s have you got to add?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, her. Oh, I've got a load.
Yeah, I've probably got about... If I give you a bigger number, you can make me roll more of them. If I tell you I've got 2, can you just make me roll 2?
Maybe multiples, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
So last time we looked at Fillipa, she was desperately trying to fly through the door and then rolling very, very low, getting caught by the water, and is about to slide down the aforementioned slip and slice. I love it. Being bounced down by the water, which coincidentally is actually going to lessen the damage, simply because, unlike, with just gravity involved,
You're going to surf it.
you're not going to be carved to pieces all the way down. There won't be pieces of dragonborn all the way down there. Instead, you're just going to have little pieces of dragonborn as you get knocked and forced into it by the volume of water that's smashing into you.
Nice.
Can you please roll me 12 d4? And you're taking that much damage.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Please note this is the reduced amount due to the water coming down.
Okay. Okay, so first batch of 6 is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What she hasn't told us, they've all got ones on all the sides.
14, 15.
Yeah, if she comes to a number like 10 or 11, I know she's cheating, right?
Yeah.
29 points of damage in total.
Okay, so those of you who are able to watch this sort of torrent of water coming down sees Fillipa, my apologies, throw herself at the doorway in an effort to try and avoid the worst of the water which has been coming down the stairs heading towards the portal previously created by Frollo. The entrance to the the entrance to the portal is at the bottom, the exit is at the top, therefore creating a loop that is going to get progressively worse. Fillipa throws herself at that doorway and misses. Being thrown down the stairs and is going to take that 29 points of slashing damage as she bounces around and gets caught by the water all the way down.
Splish.
Nice.
So now I'm going to give you a choice. Well, no, rephrase it. I'm not going to give you a choice. I'm going to give you a a dexterity saving throw to see if you can make a choice. So if you can make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Where's my dex score? It's really tiny on these sheets. And now it's disappeared. Oh, it's
That's because it's so low.
It's, to be fair, it's a bit shit.
No.
Well, 15 plus 4 for 19.
Fantastic. So while you're being bounced around, while you're watching the colour of the water change around you, you will...
Brown
red,
or
not
red?
brown, let's make it clear, yeah. Brown will come later, I suspect. You obviously realise that you're being pushed down back towards the portal, and you're going to relive this nightmare unless you can do something about it. You do have the opportunity to try and push yourself off to one side and try into the corridor at the bottom of the stairs instead of ramming into that portal and then going back down again. The other option is to try and go through the portal and time it just right so that you can then throw yourself back in the direction of the door and try that again.
I get this vision of her stood at the top with her arms and legs out like a starfish at the top portal, trying not to be washed back down again. Oh, it's on the floor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Mike, can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh, that's a cop-out.
Shit.
Come on.
I do.
You've got to
don't
make a
know what
choice.
12.
Go on, no cop-outs here. No.
12. It was
was
high,
it?
so I'm going to the top.
Okay, so you're willingly going through the portal again
Yep.
in an effort to then throw yourself toward... Now, while you've been washed down there, what is everyone else doing apart from
Flushing
just
herself
hanging
down
out?
the
Like,
closet.
anything else are you
Performing an
doing?
action. Do I see
Yeah.
Fillipa come back through the portal? Can I
Not
ready
yet.
a spell action?
In this situation,
Oh, actually-
yes, but you are being buffeted by a fair amount of water,
Actually,
so
no, I
you
am
are
just
going to need to make a concentration
I am
check.
just going to
as
do
when
the
this
spell.
happens.
I'm going to cast Wall of Force, which closes Arcane Gate. It closes
Oh my
Arcane
God.
Gate because that's a concentration
Okay.
spell, and I'm casting a new concentration spell. So that you go back down the cheese grater, Fillipa. Don't complain too loud.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
And I'm going to focus the Wall of Force around where the water's coming from. So it's I just need to look up what Wall of Force does again.
Okay.
Can you not just cease the spell?
I can, but that doesn't stop. That doesn't
Normally
stop
it's
the
got
water. That's still going to try and force the three of us out.
That's true.
So I'm trying to hit two birds with one stone here.
Yes.
So Wall of
Okay.
Force. The wall appears in any orientation I choose as a horizontal or vertical barrier at any angle. It could be free floating or resting on a solid surface. You can form it up to a hemispherical dome or a globe with a radius of up to 10 feet, or you can shape a flat surface made up to 10 feet by 10 foot panels. Basically, can I create almost a dome around where the water's coming from? Okay.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
wall
you
is
can
a
try
quarter
that,
inch thick
yeah.
and lasts for the duration, 10 minutes.
Yep.
If it cuts through a creature's space, it's pushed to one side of the wall. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage and can't be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall.
Yeah.
However, by doing so, I've essentially created a plug to stop the water coming at us. And we have 10 minutes to get out of this chamber before it comes at us again.
Okay. So, yes, I like this plan. While you're doing that, what are Tanuk and Brother Quinn doing? Have they got any actions, or are they just holding on for dear life?
Well,
I'm hanging on.
yeah.
I'm hanging on to the opposite door handle, aren't I? Whether it's a knob or a handle or whatever. So I'm hanging on to that. While I'm hanging on to that, can I make a quick assessment? Can I work out which way the hinges are on this? Are they on my side? Does the door open inwards, or does it?
They open into the room.
Right. Okay. He's contemplating just opening the door. Because obviously he thinks the water's still flooding out everywhere, so he's thinking if he opens the door, maybe it will give another avenue for the water to go. So he's going to rotate, as he's hanging onto the knob, he's going to rotate himself first one way and then the other, presumably away from where the doorknob is, so to the left-hand side, round to the left, to see if the door will open.
Okay. And Tanuk, what's Tanuk doing?
I can only see this tiny corner that I've got myself into, can't I? Really?
Really, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
You're
behind the door. I'm behind the open door. Yeah. So I'm not actually in the flow, as it were.
No, not at the moment.
Yeah.
Your feet are getting wet, and there's not a lot more.
Yeah.
If you're happy to hold on there, then we can...
At the moment, it's like self-preservation is kicking in more than anything else.
I understand this. You've been very lucky to even get that position. Okay.
Yep.
So, the real question here is timing.
Oh, God.
And of course, it's not like Frollo can see...
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Can you see what's going to come here?
Yeah.
So Frollo can't see where Fillipa is in this cycle, and Fillipa is diving into the portal.
I'm going to get
In
snapped.
order. So, right. I would like a D100 from Frollo, but I'll explain what's going to happen first. Okay. If we are looking at a 1 to 50, then you cancel the portal before Fillipa goes through it. If we are looking at 51 to 99, then you cancel it afterwards, which have its own set of problems.
Oh, God.
If you roll 100, the timing couldn't be worse.
Surprise!
So, Mike, can you roll for Frollo, please?
Oh, shit.
What's the 100 option? No. What? I got 44.
44. Okay. So, as Fillipa is diving towards the portal, being propelled by the water and just trying desperately to give herself a chance of avoiding going back down through that cheese grater of doom, she smashes her face into a brick wall that was put there by Quinn just a few minutes ago.
At least it wasn't the spikes.
You may take, on this occasion, a grand total of 4 points of damage. Your head snaps back with the force as you're diving at it, and the water sweeps you around the corner for a distance as it forces its way through the rest of the tunnels. You were able to sort of stand your ground to some extent about halfway down that corridor, which will leave you needing to come back upstairs shortly. You are wet, bruised, bloody, cut to pieces, but alive. Frollo, you have obviously cast cancelled your one spell as you're casting the other. Your wall of force appears around the knight's head, from which the water is spewing forth. It immediately fills with water. And you see within a few seconds a very fine jet of high pressure water directed backwards around the knight. Now at the moment, this will just hit you with spray as it comes, that sort of drifts across the room. But as this knight starts to fall apart, more and more of this very high pressure water is
Does the
going to
dome
make its
not
way out.
encase it all?
You probably don't
Okay.
have 10 minutes for that. You've encased... Oh, sorry, apologies.
I've
I thought
encased
you were
the-
saying-
yeah, the whole
you've
thing was
encased
on the
all of it.
whole-
That's,
yeah.
Oh, that's going to have a very specific effect. Oh, yeah. So, yes, that's fine. It would start leaking perhaps around the body of the knight.
Well, it's
If you
10.
casting ahead of it.
It can be
But
a
no, it
10
wouldn't
foot
sort of,
dome,
jet
so I can
anywhere
make
then,
it all the way
It's
around
just
the night if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'll make it
could.
all the way around the
What do
night
you
so
wanna do? You
the
tell
water
me.
is staying there.
Okay. So you make
Yeah.
it big, within that 10 feet area. That's fine, no problems. So it is going to start filling. It's not going to take long, and you're going to have a similar problem when it reaches the edges and gets a certain pressure. But you've got yourself some time this way. It's not a problem. In the meantime, Brother Quinn, you have obviously the water shuts off just as you're trying to push the door, and there's a slam as you shut it. Actually, quite easily.
Shut it.
Well, open it quite easily. I should say.
Open it in towards me. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that was quite successful.
So the door-
pressure comes off of the door that Tanuk is hiding behind. The water, obviously, it's going to take a few moments to leave the room. There's still a significant amount of water in here, but it is very quickly vacating down the stairs, down towards where you last saw your friend Fillipa.
So as I open Quinn opens the door, it flies open towards him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, a lot of the pressure's been taken off of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're in this room with a checkerboard pattern. There is a faint glowing wall of force protecting you from a very quickly filling orb of water. Fillipa is nowhere to be seen, although if you look around the corner you will see scraps of skin and clothing at various points on the way down.
I'm glad I can't see around the corner.
Yeah. What do you want to do, guys?
Fillipa? Are you okay, my friend?
Ow!
She's fine.
That's going to echo up after a little because you're going to hear all the water streaming down there and just very briefly, I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. We press on.
Sweet
So,
Jesus.
oh, soggy one. I'm going to presume you pull yourself back to your feet. Water is still around knee high and coming down pretty quick. What are you going to do?
Is there enough room? Is there enough kind of space above the slide to actually just fly up?
Yes. Yeah, there would be.
I'm
you sort of
flying
drag
up.
yourself back that way. Okay. So it won't take very long for you to get there. I am just going to ask for one check though, given that you are flying in a limited space. Can you make me an acrobatics check, please?
Oh God.
I'm sure you'll be fine at this. You'll be okay.
I'm pretty sure I won't.
Yeah, you will. You'll be fine. You won't roll one. That never happens.
What's my modifier? Oh great, it's 0. This is going to go really well.
Uh-huh.
It's a 9.
So, you throw yourself up into the air. Now, it's not like you're an inexperienced flyer. It's just that these are kind of limited conditions. It's not like you jump out of a plane on your first attempt with a wingsuit and try and take it this close, right? So you throw yourself into the air, try and keep above the water, and you are going to clip your wings as you go around the corner, bruising yourself heavily, but you will be able to continue making your way up those stairs without cutting yourself. You'll take an additional 4 points of bludgeoning damage on the way up, though,
Lovely.
just from hitting the wall repeatedly. And eventually, by the time you make it to the top, the landing will be clear, the room that your companions will be clear, and you will just hear this sound of water rippling down the stairs. And oddly enough, this odd sound sounds like high pressure serious amount of water filling a globe. Oddly specific, but there it is.
Excellent.
And you guys will see Fillipa, of course, reach the top of the stairs in, I would say, one piece, but she's missing a few bits.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have forever. We need to get out of this chamber and close the door behind us because I'm going to have to let this water go at some point. So,
Let us press on. Fillipa, you did great.
Frollo contemplates just releasing just a small jet directly at Tanuk, and then kind of second guesses it and thinks probably best not. I might lose control of it all at that point. Okay, so I'm stood pretty much next to the next door that leads out of here, aren't I? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what can Quinn see through the door that he is now standing and holding?
So Quinn is just holding the door open towards the landing. It's not
Yes.
the landing towards the exit, which is on the other side of the room.
Hey?
So in the room you're in, you're...
No, I was on the other
So-
side of the room.
That's not what I had. You wouldn't have...
No, I misstepped across to the door on the opposite side of the
Oh,
room.
bollocks, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
My apologies. So actually you're there. My apologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't even realise it was that door you were opening. Entirely my apologies. There we go. So, if you're looking out through that door, you're going to see a long corridor. Now, perhaps suspiciously, there is a certain regularity to it, and you will see this corridor is about 10 foot wide and 10 foot high. So you'll see it stretching away from you for about 75 feet.
Right. Oh, God, 75
Okay.
feet. Right, okay.
Yeah. It goes quite a long way up. And the thing is, though, you're coming into it in the corner, and as you stick your head through the corner, you'll also realise that it is stretching away to your right, the same distance as well. So you've got basically two long corridors.
Two separate long corridors.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
My apologies. It's actually substantially longer as you're turning right.
So they're just adjacent to each other. Right, okay.
So you've got one corridor going basically straight ahead and one going to the right.
Yeah, so
Oh, one going to the right. Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're opening
Yeah,
out
you're-
into the corner.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. One straight ahead and one to the right. Okay.
So the walls and the ceiling of the corridor are very much like the same as it. They seem to have been hewn out of solid rock. It's a fairly constant image all the way down. There's not an awful lot of other details, but you can see at each of the at the end of each of those corridors they turn. So the corridor to the straight ahead of you turns eventually to the right. The corridor to your right eventually turns to the left. The other notable thing here, though, as you take this in, is a singular door in the left-hand wall of the corridor going ahead of you. It's a wooden door, looks to be of reasonable construction, and once again has an iron ring set in it to assist with opening and closing.
Right.
The floorway, very much the same sort of materials. Oddly, completely clean. There's no debris, there's no nothing here that would indicate that it's ever seen any use at all.
There's two corridors through here. They're very long. There seems to be what looks like maybe a door in one of the walls partway up, but they go in different directions. One goes straight ahead, and the other one, well, it goes to the right, and then I can't see at the end because they turn, both of them.
Well, my clerical friend, make a choice.
Okay, so he's going to make a choice, and Quinn is going to step forwards into the corridor and immediately hugging the wall just to the right-hand side, so that he's out of the way to allow everyone else to come through. And he's going to wave behind him and say, oh, come on through. See what you think. I'm not big on decisions.
I will step through and position myself like at the corner of the bend.
Are they pitch black, these corridors?
They are. You've got your light source.
I've got my light source. I've got my head beacon going. Yep.
Yes.
Dear. Yeah, Fillipa will limp along behind through the doorway, leaving a trail of red.
Yeah, you're still leaking.
What's black and white and red all over the room they're currently stood in?
Does the door open into the chess room or out into the corridor? Okay, so if we close the door and I release the wall of force, the water pressure will keep it closed, won't it?
You could certainly
I don't like the way you said that.
As Quinn...
That's okay. I can live with this.
As Quinn is looking round at his companions, does everybody look like they are injured, still injured, or...
Yes.
He's very caring of the flock. I mean, he can obviously see that Fillipa is injured. Oh my dear, you look terrible. Are you okay? Can I do something for you? He's just going to fuss over her, really, because he does care for his flock, and he sees this as his new flock. But he's looking round at but he's looking at everybody else, and how does everybody else kind of look? Do they looking a bit ragged around the edges, or?
Few cuts and scrapes left over from the ice monster, but other than that.
Right. And how's Frollo looking?
Battered. I'm focused on my wall of force, and I look somewhat battered.
Okay. He is going to cast a second level prayer of healing. So he can choose up to 5 creatures. Obviously, there are only 3 others with him, so he's going to look at each of them. So he's going to choose his 3 friends, or his 3 companions. He's going to, obviously, himself as well. And he is going to, you will see, he's going to open his hands like a book. And it's essentially what you would imagine as a holy book, and it is glowing. So as his hands open, a glowing book appears in his hand, and he's going to quietly mutter some soothing words. Oh my dear, you were looking awful. Dania, he's closing his eyes. Dania, please help my companions, help them to heal. And he's going to snap the book shut, the illusionary book shut in his hand, and as it snaps shut, there's going to be a shower of sparks that come out like glitter dust that cover his friends and himself, like you would see dust coming out of a book when you snap it shut if it's a dusty book. And he's going to cast Prayer of Healing, which will give everybody the benefits of a short rest, and it will also regain 2d8 hit points for each person.
There is one problem with all of that,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I've already cast it, haven't I?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, the level 4 version.
Yeah, okay. In that case, he instead of doing that, the same thing will happen, and he will cast Mass Healing Word. And everybody will get 2d4 hit points plus their spellcasting ability modifier.
Plus your spellcasting, so that's plus your wisdom bonus.
Yes, plus yeah, mine would be a wisdom bonus, but it would
Yeah,
be whatever
it's your
anybody
spell,
else.
so it's your
it's
modifier.
yours.
Oh, is it mine?
Yeah,
Does it go
it
on
goes
mine?
on yours
does
for
it?
all of us, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
right. Okay, so 2d4 plus my wisdom modifier, which is 5. So 2d4 plus 5 to each person. And you can all... Do you want me to roll that for everyone, or does everybody want to roll their
Yeah,
own?
just make one roll and add the 5 to it. 2d4 plus 5.
2d4 plus 5 coming up. Oh, shit. Okay, that's 4 points of healing plus 5, so that's 9 points back to everybody.
Yay.
So you're all sort of clustered outside of the room of water, should we say, the aquarium perhaps, and you're obviously getting a little bit of healing. You'll feel a little better as your wounds close a touch. Obviously, I think Frollo would be aware of the force building up behind his wall, so to speak.
Frollo's more focused on looking after the wall of force at the moment, so my first words out of Frollo's mouth are going to be check for goddamn traps.
Oh, that's me, I suppose. Okay.
Well, I can do it if you want, but you've got to be specific about where you want me to look for them.
I'll do it. I start sort of searching around. I'm heading the corridor directly facing where we came in, so the up on the map.
Okay.
So I'm sort of heading towards, cautiously heading towards the door and being very careful about where I'm stepping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're all sending Tanuk off to his death. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. I mean, R.I.P. Tanuk. So how far are you going? just up to that door, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just sort of heading towards the door, just kind of feeling around everywhere and that, just making sure that I'm not treading on anything I shouldn't be.
No, that's okay. That's fine. So as you're going up, you sort of shuffle your feet forward, looking around, expecting something mean and nasty to happen, no doubt. But nothing happens.
Okay.
You walk the 20 feet to the door.
Yep.
And find yourself next to it.
Okay. I'll give the door a good check over just to make sure that there's no false handles or anything.
I have said recently that I'm doing my job if the party is paranoid. So, doing pretty well. So can I have an investigation check from Tanuk, please?
You can. Ooh, that's not bad. I've got a +9 to this, so that's a total. That's 14, so that's 23.
Nice.
Congratulations, you have found a door. It does not appear to be trapped.
Yeah. I will attempt to open said door.
Okay, so at the moment we've got Frollo, Quinn and Fillipa just hanging back a little bit, just in case something goes bang, I believe. Tanuk cautiously opens the door. This particular one will push into the room, and you will see beyond it an odd room. Perhaps the best way to describe it. It is about 25 feet across. It extends 25 feet ahead of you and 25 feet to the right, forming a lovely square. However, the oddest thing is not the floor. Well, it's not the walls, it's the floor. It descends 5 feet when you go 5 feet in. So it's essentially almost like a squared off cone shaped. And in the middle of that 25-foot room, it goes down again. Now, the most curious thing is at the bottom of that drop, it's not a significant drop, so they say 5 feet down twice, set into that top wall is a door. It's quite a small one, about 4.5 foot high, and is set into the lowest portion of this squared off cone room, and that appears to be the only other exit.
Yeah, okay. I take it it's dark in this room, right?
Yeah. So, position you're standing in, Tanuk has a reasonable amount of light coming through the door.
Quinn will step forwards to stand next to Tanuk. Has Tanuk got oh, hang on. Have you got
have you got a dagger or something? What are you carrying? Would you like me to cast light on something so you have a light source as well?
Well, I can see in there fairly well, but you may use an arrow.
Okay, fine.
That might come in useful.
Right, so he's going to... Quinn's going to pull an arrow out of Tanuk's quiver. He's going to cast light on it and quite proudly, hand it to Tanuk and say, there you go, I hope it comes in helpful. It should last a while.
That might come in handy.
Excellent. Perhaps you can light somebody up from the inside.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to take that arrow and put it and open up my little elongated scroll case and slip it in with the other arrow that I have in there.
Okay. So you do cast a light on it. Unfortunately, the glow on your own helm then disappears.
No, the glow on her helm was cast by me.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, my apologies. In which case that remains. So, Tanuk, you
DM's trying to do us over here.
Absolutely, just trying to catch you any way I can. So Tanuk, you obviously you illuminate the room a little bit better if you'd like, but you don't see anything else that looks particularly odd.
I found a funnel. Well, I don't trust that.
Why is he French?
Ah!
Oh, no.
You see, the accent is from kind of all over, really. I am well travelled, you see.
Unfortunately, not quite so well educated.
This is true. Wait.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, dear.
So are Frollo and Fillipa still standing back, or are they going to advance as well?
I think Philippa's probably been kind of squatted down, picking out and pulling out some kind of busted up golden scales, just kind of flicking them onto the floor. And yeah, I mean, she'll probably stand up. She still looks really battered. A lot of open wounds still that they've stopped bleeding. And yeah, she'll start making her way up towards the doorway.
Okay. Is Frollo also handing back?
For the minute, yes, because Frollo will be stood neck behind Fillipa.
Okay. So just go a little further forward as Fillipa advances. Okay.
How long does Quinn still have? I mean, how long has this been? Because obviously the light that was cast on his helm, on his bucket helm, is that due to expire sometime soon? Because it's for an hour.
That is a very good point. Actually, I don't know.
Honestly, you actually haven't been in here all that long.
Okay.
You wouldn't be far off an hour at this point,
Yeah.
but you despite stopping and talking for a few times, I'd say you're probably coming close to the hour, but you're not there yet.
Okay, that's fine by me.
We spent a good 10, 15, 20 minutes in the ice chamber, didn't we? So that's probably where the bulk of our time was spent.
So what would you like to do now? You have a room, you have a couple of corridors. What do you want to do? You could just bypass this and pretend that you never saw it. You could be missing the entrance to the lair.
Frollo, my
dear.
friend.
Yes.
You're very good with structures and this kind of thing. You have navigated us very well thus far.
Apparently, yes. Okay.
Could you tell where we are in relation to landmarks on the lower floor, where we were?
Can I? It's a very good question, DM.
They don't directly correlate. But you're not above any of the sections. Here, actually, odd enough, I think you'd be actually
Would
above
I
the
know
ice cabin.
roughly
oddly
what
enough,
this room would be for?
No. Probably not.
We're somewhere above the ice caverns.
That's what I thought. Interesting. This may be where people throw people into it. There's a door in the floor.
Well, it's not actually in the floor. It's just in the lowest step.
Okay.
One of the walls, the lowest step.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty content to close the door on this one and move on because I ain't seen a dragon fit through there. And I am battered.
This is wise thinking.
Here, hang on a sec. He is then gonna cast. He's gonna take a second and cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Okay. So if you can roll for healing on that one, and there is something else that happens at the same time. So if you want to do that.
Okay, that is. So this is plus spellcasting modifier, which, even though it's not a wizard spell, would I still get my intelligence bonus to this? Yeah.
I'm going to say yes, absolutely on this one. Yeah.
That's not bad. 7 and a 4, 11, 16. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Frollo's looking a little bit better now.
So as you've just seen the resident wizard heal himself. Now, what does it look like?
It's the same. When if you saw him, try I think now. He takes a moment and kind of rushes his hands over his upper arms and that green-black cracking in his skin reappears. But as he runs his hands up and down and over his injuries, they start to knit back together. And eventually, he releases the magic.
Nice. So as you cast a spell and you feel your wounds beginning to heal, you also hear a noise from, well, it sounds like from behind the door that you can see down below. And it's just like this low sort of rumbling sound.
I'm going to take a copper piece out of my pocket and I'm just going to flick it into the middle of the room.
Yeah, it's going to bounce around a couple of times and will come to rest on the bottom level. And nothing happens.
There is goblin brain going, I want to go investigate what's happening down in that chamber. And then there's sensible wizard brain going, clearly a dragon doesn't fit through that door. Let's move on, shall we? Frollo is going. Frollo's just going to recommend we move on. Yeah, I think we should just move on.
Very well. I will defer to more learned minds.
So,
yep.
Are you going to close the door behind you?
Yes.
Okay. The door closes, and I think you're able to make sure that it is latched shut. And
I'm referring back to session 1. Oh, that seems like a problem for someone else. Or maybe us again in a minute, whoever's at the rear of the party. Has 10 minutes passed now?
Well, I would say not. Okay. I'd say 2 or 3 minutes have passed. So, folks, you have closed the door behind you. You are left with 3 choices. Corridor 1, going on upwards. Corridor 2, going off to where was the right. Or option 3, going back down the staircase of doom and finding something else to do.
I vote best foot forward and we continue on down the corridor we're already looking down.
Works for me.
I'm fine with that.
Not me.
So who's leading the way?
I believe that Muggins here has inherited the job of canary.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Canary in a coal mine.
Oh dear.
So you're all advancing quite nicely down the
put
corridor.
Put me back a
hand
square.
in hand,
I ain't
skipping
going
along.
up front. He's the canary.
Chirp, chirp.
Oh, dear.
Tweet for me, motherfucker.
It's okay. I was just thinking, as the smallest, you're most likely to be sensitive to the changes, right?
God.
Yeah, but you know full well that putting myself in danger over others is not part of my character.
So I was Quinn, of course, following up behind.
I'll be like level with Yaz, so in the middle somewhere.
And
sorry, level with Fillipa. Sorry, yeah.
level with Fillipa. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's all right. No problems. So you are fast approaching the corner you see ahead. It is so the corridor takes a turn to the right, remaining the same size it was before. 10 foot across, 10 foot high.
Yep. So carrying on, edging very slowly, very cautiously. Once again, it's like feeling around for anything untoward.
Here is the thing, though. This is the problem. There are no more traps. Rick's now just messing with us. That was it.
Yeah.
He's put one trap in that is absolutely horrific, and we're now spending the rest of the session carefully looking for traps. Like, oh yeah, arrows pointing out the wall. Oh yeah, that's fine. We could deal with that. Geez, Greater of Doom. Well, you know what, Rick? You need therapy, and now we do too.
Yeah, and from this point on, it's like you see a pebble on the ground.
I go around it. I go around the pebble. I don't want to know the
Don't
pebble.
worry about it, though.
I don't see the pebble. The pebble is not involved in this game anymore.
I assure you, from the bottom of my heart, there'll be much more than a pebble to find as you advance.
I'm texting your wife, Rick. He's picking on us.
Dad's been mean. I don't like it.
So, who's first to discover something? Is Tanuk advancing around that corner?
Yeah.
Is he just going to cautiously walk up to the corner and just stick his hand around and hope that that's all he has to do? So, you will see the corridor advancing a fair way, actually. It does very similar distance, maybe exactly the same distance that you saw the other corridor advance, but with a couple of minor differences. So, as the corridor turns right, very much matching the dimensions of the corridor you saw previously going around to the right, you can see it turn at the end, even going off, perhaps to match up with that other corridor that you saw. And the other notable thing are two openings in what will be the left-hand wall as you look around the corner. They're about 10 foot wide and disappear quickly out of sight. Again, everything's perfectly clean. No sign of dust or debris. No sign of anything moving. However, can you please make me, as you're looking around that corner, a simple perception check?
Okay. 8 plus 12 for a 20.
You can hear some sort of odd noise coming from the north. Well, from that upward corridor. It sounds... how to describe it? Almost like soap bubbles, but on a much larger scale, popping. That is the closest description you could give to it, and it doesn't feel complete. Just the only thing that comes to mind.
If you enjoyed this episode and want to support the show, you can find us on Patreon, where you can access behind-the-scenes content. You can also join our Discord to chat with us, talk theories, and keep up with campaign news. Links to both are in the episode bio. The next episode will be out on Tuesday the 27th of January. We hope to see you there. Until then, keep rolling.
Do you like your tabletop RPGs to be grim, gritty, and grounded? If so, then Legend of the Bones is the podcast for you. a hybrid of dark fantasy audio drama and old school solo D&D. In Legend of the Bones, the dice rule. There'll be no rerolls, no fudging the dice, no metacurrency. The roll of the bones will determine the character's destiny, and no one will be spared their fate. None shall escape the destiny of Bone.